Okay, welcome back, everybody. We're going to cover a story that's been circulating in the news the last couple of days. We had the death of a non binary student in an Oklahoma high school. The death happened back on February 8th, and I want to show you why this news resurfaced again today, or I guess it's been the last couple of days, but we're going to show you how this death is by the numbers, and we're going to show you exactly who is responsible. And it's really sad that the media, they teach these kids to be the victim. And then whenever they die, the only thing that matters is the death of a transgender or non binary person, despite the fact that there are several children all across the world that die every single day that no one but their immediate family cares about. But they want you to know these stories, right? We just saw the death of the students in a Chicago area high school that were shot to death the other day. And then Chicago passes a law to take police out of the schools. Oh, man, we live in a weird time. But I have no idea what non-binary means, but I'm assuming it's part of the LGBT community because the LGBT activists are extremely pissed off about this, which they always are, and they're blaming libs of TikTok, and we're going to show you why they're blaming libs of TikTok in this video. But this death supposedly happened on February 8th, 2024, and the story is, I'll just give you some context. The background is this is a non-binary student, right? So the Oklahoma state legislature passed a bill where you have to use the bathroom of the gender you were assigned at birth. It's kind of crazy that we've hit that point in society, but nevertheless, here we are. So this girl was in the girls' bathroom, and there were three other girls that came in there and started bullying her. And she apparently sprayed or tossed water on them or something. And the other three girls beat her up. And she was rushed to hospital. And the story initially was reported that the girls beat her up and killed her in the bathroom, which was not true. Then the story was released that the girl died later that day in the hospital, which was also not true. She went back home, then went to the hospital again the following day where she died. And of course, they've come out a couple days ago and said that the death had nothing to do with the trauma that she encountered during the bullying that happened in schools. And they're trying to, it's funny how the media tries to paint this frame and this image as if the only people that get bullied in schools are transgender and LGBT people. I mean, come on, man. Come on. Anyway, they initially called this a hate crime, and she died on February 8th, a date written 8/2, like how in the language of gematria, the word hate crime is 82. Don't forget the date's also written 2/8, like the number 28, like how the word kill is 28, and she died 28 days after her January 11th birthday. But this right here, the American Civil Liberties Union, they basically said that the death was attributed to the Oklahoma Senate Bill 615. And supposedly it has to do with the Libs of TikTok account where two years ago, Libs of TikTok showed a video in an Oklahoma high school. I don't know if this was the same high school. It may have been. But 2 years ago, 2 whole years ago, Libs of TikTok showed a video of an Oklahoma high school teacher yelling at the kids and saying, look, fuck your parents if they don't agree with you being transgender or getting gender replacement surgery. And we're talking about this with like 7, 6, 7, 8-year-olds, right? Because no parents should have to know that their 7 or 8-year-old is getting their genitals mutilated and getting rendered infertile, which of course all ties into the depopulation agenda. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So the head of the Oklahoma Department of Education is a guy by the name of Ryan Walters. And Ryan Walters was one that was going to host an appointment with Shaya Raylick, who is the one who runs Libs of TikTok. And of course, Libs of TikTok is considered a far-right platform, a far-right, Twitter account, when in reality, all it does is that you guys probably have heard of Libs of TikTok. All it does is show pictures of leftists doing insane, stupid shit that's out of this world, and somehow that's viewed as far right. And by the way, just to clear up something, understand full well that far right politics does not exist. It's a conspiracy theory. Okay, when people talk about far right, they're going to link it to the Nazi Party and Adolf Hitler. They're going to link it to white supremacy, and they're going to link it to fascism. Okay, fascism is a form of left-wing politics. Okay, despite what Wikipedia says, despite what your college indoctrinated white Democrats who run your schools tell you, fascism is, again, it's incredible. Fascism was created by Giovanni Gentile, who was a socialist, put into play by Adolf Hitler and Mussolini, who were also socialists. Okay? Fascism hasn't existed anywhere in the world since Argentina in 1975. But the people who created fascism are all socialists. Socialism is a form of left-wing politics. Just like how the Nazi Party the Nazi Party stands for National Socialist of the German Workers' Party. The word Nazi is an acronym for National Socialist. If you're on the right in politics, you do not support socialism. Again, you support capitalism. An advocacy of socialism and denouncing capitalism are left-wing values. Okay? So when you hear somebody refer to far right, we're going to show you, and again, I've talked about this when I talked about the Vegas shooting involving the Vegas Golden Knights in 2021 or 2018, 2017. I mean, the Stanley Cup final that year. But again, we're going to show you why they always blame these things on far right. Because libs of TikTok used to just be considered right wing. Now, if you go on Wikipedia, it says it's far right. But anyway, as for white supremacy, remember that it was the Democratic Party, the left wing party in America, that founded and funded the Ku Klux Klan. Okay, the Ku Klux Klan is what people refer to. That's kind of considered to be the birthplace of white supremacy in America, skinheads and all that kind of shit. So anyway, I mean, and just think about it to this day, right? The Democratic Party and the Ku Klux Klan have the same views when it comes to racial segregation on college campuses. Leftists and Democrats support racial segregation, such as all black dormitories and separate black graduation ceremonies. Liberals and conservatives believe in racial integration. So anyway, there's a lot more to all of that, but you know what? That's the story for another time. But anyway, in gematria, when you notice that tinfoil hat, far right, Oswego, Oklahoma, and next Benedict all sum to 51 in gematria. Oh, I forgot to put it up here. The word conspiracy is also 51, like how the area associated with conspiracy is Area 51. Remember the 2018 Stanley Cup Finals? Like I mentioned before, they blamed it on the far right radical Stephen Paddock. Remember far right? We said far right was 51, like how Vegas won 51 games in the regular season that year and became the first expansion team in the Stanley Cup Finals in 51 years. Anyway, the guy, Ryan Walters, who's the head of the Board of Education in the state of Oklahoma, notice how he's got the May 23rd birthday, right? I want you to see how from the date this girl died to his upcoming birthday is that's the other thing. To his upcoming 39th birthday is exactly 105 days, just like next Benedict. And remember, the date next Benedict died, February 8th, is the 39th day of the year. And he's 38 years old too, right? We know the words like murder, death, killing, the acronym RIP, they all sum to 38. So anyway, guys, we'll leave it there. I'll talk to you soon. Till next time.